just had a desperate call from a lady who's really worried about a puppy who's just unable to use a leg, so I'm trying to get there as soon as I can.
Hi, Chris. Come in.
Thank you. You're Sheena?
Yes, Sheena.
Nice to meet you.
You too. This is Munro and this is Millie.
Okay. Which is the one with the problem?
Munro.
I just want to see how she goes here with her sister. Come on, guys. Here.
She's unable to take more than a few steps and then just falls to the ground. Her legs fall apart. She's very tired. She gets breathless easily. Come on, quick, puppy, come.
Come on.
She's trying.
You look in those eyes and she's incredibly frustrated because she wants to be a puppy, but she can't because she can't move. Come on.
Munro, come.
Come on.
Come. Good girl. Good girl.
You expect that puppies are going to be a little bit clumsy, but you never see this situation where those legs just slip out from underneath them and they collapse. The concern I've got is that if she can't support her weight when she's 5 weeks old and weighs, a couple of kilos, what hope does she have when she's 20 kilos?
Chris has a suspicion about what's causing this severe condition. He's hoping he's wrong.
You almost see her chest almost goes inwards. It's almost concave there. The big thing I notice is her chest. It feels flat. The sternum doesn't have any great point to it, and her chest doesn't have any depth, and that's just a classic sign of swimmer syndrome.
This deformed chest cavity forces the puppy to lie flat, compressing its lungs, causing difficulty breathing and lethargy.
It is almost like she's swimming.
Yes.
You just see her legs spreading out like this, like she's almost doing breaststroke.
Yeah, it looks like she's swimming.
This condition is pretty rare. A lot of vets go through their entire career having never seen a case of it.
Munro.
Little one, come on.
I've heard most people put these dogs down. I couldn't do that. I'm just hoping that he can help her. Come on, Munro, come on.
50% of puppies that have this, that aren't helped out, will die. We need to actually act fairly quickly on this, because if we don't do anything, then this will be her.
Yeah.
And it's not much of a life.
No, it isn't.
Can I get a hand? This owner's just brought in this cat. Its face is swollen. She's brought in a brown snake as well. Oh, bugger. Puncture wounds all over the snake.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, 4-year-old Nemo has been rushed in after being attacked by a snake.
His little heart's racing. Brown snakes are probably one of the most dangerous snakes in Australia. They cause paralysis, they cause internal bleeding. They really are a very venomous snake. That face is really, really swollen. He's definitely been bitten. I think the fact that he's alive is actually quite lucky, because with a brown snake, they kill within 30 minutes.
Owner Jenny and her daughter Ellie managed to catch the badly injured snake.
It's quite freaky she did all the hard work, putting my daughter's life on the line, putting the snake in a box.
I've never seen a brown snake with a tail like that.
So thin at the end.
So tiny.
Jenny says that this is a brown snake, but I'm not 100% convinced. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a second opinion.
Nemo's attacker must be correctly identified so the right treatment can be given.
So if I just pick him up behind the head with these?
Yeah, just you and me, we're the real snake lovers here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's just... All right, Vic, hold his head up. Oh, the tongue came out.
How's that for profile?
That's great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give Tim, our snake expert, a call and show him a picture of the snake and see if he can solve this mystery for us. If it is a brown snake, we have to get antivenin into Nemo as soon as we can, because if we wait, that could threaten his life.
What I might do first of all is actually just get a weight for them.
That'd be great. Millie?
Millie first.
At the Bondi Clinic, worried owner Sheena has arrived with 5-week-old sisters Munro and Millie.
And what about you? Okay, so she's a little bit smaller, which we'd expect given the fact she's had, I guess, this slower start to life.
Exactly.
Little Munro is unable to walk, and Chris is worried she may be suffering a rare condition known as swimmer syndrome.
I know you just want to sleep, but we do need to see how you get around. Okay? It's so obvious just how much of a difference there is between these two puppies. Not only is Munro 10% lighter in weight compared to Millie, but you look at her and there's just no energy there.
She should be playing all the time, having a little cat nap, up again, playing, but she just doesn't want to participate.
Now, Munro, your sister's going to take the hit first up, all right?
Chris will compare x-rays of the puppies to confirm how severely affected Munro is by swimmer syndrome.
My feeling is that Munro's is going to be quite significantly flattened and compressed, and that's why she's having trouble getting around, that's why she's having trouble breathing, and could explain everything that we're seeing. If we look at Millie's x-ray, yeah, see, there you go. So that the sternum's come further down and it's also at more of an angle. So if you flick between the two, then you go to Munro's, it's higher and flatter. And that's the classic sign of swimmer syndrome. Because so many of these puppies are put down, there's no clear, designated way to fix these guys. So we have to be a little bit creative, have to come up with our own way of fixing her. For her treatment, the first thing I want you to do is some physio. Just squeeze her chest on either side to force that sternum forward. She also learns how to support weight on those back legs too. What makes this so different to any other challenge I've faced with a dog before is this isn't teaching a dog to walk again. This is teaching a dog to walk for the first time.
I just don't like to see her in pain, but, well, nobody does, but yeah, we have to do these things to help her.
I guess we have to realise here that there are no guarantees that what we're going to do with Munro is going to make a difference, but you have to try, because if you don't, she's going to be locked in that splayed position for life, and that's not a life.
His tail goes like right, skinny down to nothing.
At SASH, Lisa's calling snake expert Tim Faulkner from the Australian Reptile Park.
He's got like a white little spot in the front bit of his eye.
He's been sent a photo of the snake that attacked Nemo, and Lisa's hoping he can identify it.
You know I'm not very good with snakes, Tim. What do you think?
In reception, owners Jenny and Ali are waiting anxiously for the answer to that question.
I don't want to hear bad news. These cats are very much a part of the family, aren't they?
If it is a deadly brown snake, then Nemo's brother Oscar could be about to lose his best mate.
Yeah, there's definitely white markings on his face. Okay, Tim. Awesome. Thank you so much for your help. It's a whip snake, so whip snakes are not as venomous as brown snakes. They're not deadly, which is excellent.
Remember that.
He's really, really, really lucky. Puppy on a drip, buddy. There's no antivenin for the whip snake. It does cause a local reaction, which is pretty uncomfortable. We do have to support him, put him on a drip, give him some anti-inflammatories and an antihistamine. Tiny stings. Okay. It's turning.
Says, I don't like needles.
He's had fangs in his face and he's jumping off the table with me giving him 2 small injections. I think he's had 1 prick too many today. In you go.
While Nemo's treatment takes effect, Lisa turns her attention to the perpetrator.
Nemo has had a good go at this little one. As a vet, it's our duty to treat all animals and to treat all wildlife, and this little snake, he's actually been injured as well. He's a patient too, so now we actually have to assess the snake. I think it's worthwhile taking an x-ray of him and see if there's anything that we can fix. It looks here like he's got a dislocated spine. The kindest thing to do is to put him to sleep. So Nemo's around here. So you can give him a cuddle.
Hey, Nemo.
Fortunately, Nemo is going to survive.
We'll come back and get you tomorrow, okay? Best possible outcome, although I'm sure that Nemo is going to be not very happy spending the night away from home. He's the biggest baby, isn't he?
Yes.
Next day, Chris is scheduled to start therapy on little Munro.
You're good girls.
But first, he's responding to an intriguing SOS.
I don't know if this is a joke or not, but I've just had a call to a family that has been bailed up in their house by a lizard. I don't know how big the lizard it is, what sort of lizard it is, even if it is a lizard, it could be a snake. But we've got to get there, help out the family, and try and end this standoff. Glenn, isn't it?
Glenn, yeah.
All right, I'm Chris. This is Barry.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
What have we got here?
We were a bit worried. We didn't know what it was. We didn't want to get bitten or anything like that, so we thought we'd better bring the professionals and get them to come out and have a look at it.
As Chris and wildlife expert Barry try to corral the home intruder, they're relieved to find out they're hunting a water dragon and not a snake.
Water dragons generally aren't dangerous, except when they're threatened. If they're cornered, then they will try and strike out with their claws, or they can even inflict a bit of a bite. In that case, I'll be turning the camera off straight away, obviously mopping up the blood and pretending that never happened. You hot, Barry? It's hot in here, isn't it? Okay. Okay, buddy. Just think of a nice, cool, calm little stream, pond, calm, relaxing music. Ignore the big hand that's about to come in. Here we go. Probably the only concern is the fact that he's pretty placid. He didn't put up much of a fight there, which, you know, in the short term is a good thing, but long term you want him to be actually pretty feisty, because that usually implies that he's healthy. Well, thank your landlords for the hospitality. We'll say goodbye.
Bye.
It's a built-up environment. We've got dogs, we've got people, we've got cars. It's not safe for him to be around. We'll take him back to the clinic and give him a good once-over and really make sure he's ready to be released. And if he is, then I've got the perfect spot in mind. See you later.
So I don't know.
All right, so it's a brown snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in, go for it.
At the Bondi Clinic,
need you to hold
Chris
it.
is attempting to scare vet nurse Lisa. But she's just not biting.
No, I'm glad. Really.
Cute animal, no lie.
Yeah, of course.
Buddy.
You're beautiful.
It does have little teeth. A massive tongue. Look at that.
Don't know if you're his type.
You reckon just play it slow first of all?
I think so. Maybe dinner first.
I'm looking for a few things here, most importantly the gum colour. I want to make sure that he's nice and pink. That just tells me that his circulation's working well and that he's got enough nutrients. You can tell a lot about his level of hydration too. If he's lacking in saliva or if his saliva's very dry and tacky, then he's going to be really dehydrated. Whereas here he's got quite a bit of saliva floating around. And if... That really hurts. Really hurts. That's all right. It was the tongue thing, wasn't it? It was the kiss. His teeth are fine. They're working really well, actually. Really well. So that reassures me that everything's going to be okay. That really hurts. Probably sticking your finger inside a water dragon's mouth isn't the best idea. Maybe if you come across one at home, don't do that. I know you can hear the water, but that's not your kind of water. It's salty.
The water dragon's been given a clean bill of health, and Chris is now very happy to release him.
Don't mind it, huh? Can you hear the other guys?
The snappy lizard's new address is prime leafy real estate close to the harbour.
Our time together must come to an end. This will be perfect for him. It's really his all-you-can-eat buffet. And we know he can eat. He eats very well. Shake hands and apologise? No. Seems pretty content. Sheena?
Hi, Chris, how are you?
Good, how are you?
You off to the beach?
No, there's a purpose behind this. You'll
Really?
find out, yeah.
After a quick costume change, Chris is stopping at Sheena's house to try out an invention
What's in the
which he
bag?
hopes will
That's
help
what's in the
Munro
bag.
walk.
Look, it's a present for you.
Look at this.
Oh, this looks nice.
Okay. Nice. Munro's about to experience the next part of the therapy. This has a plaster mould inside it. Mm-hmm. This actually means that her chest can't lie flat.
Okay.
So it's like a big V there. This will actually push the weight out to the side of her chest
Yep.
and in a way do what we were trying to do before
With the exercises.
with the exercises.
Great. Look at this. New wardrobe. Millie will be jealous.
Hopefully that sternum of hers will actually grow outwards and let her lungs really expand. She's all bound up like a leg of lamb at the moment.
Oh, that's it. I'm not too sure about this. She does look like a leg of lamb.
We're not in the greatest terms right now, are we? This is one of those ideas I had swimming around in my head. It should have pointed out it wasn't a finished idea.
It's like a little G-string.
wasn't my intention to make your dog a G-string. But yes, it does look like a G-string, right? My invention's taken a few little adjustments, but in the end, it's doing its job.
Good girl.
It's good girl. Come on.
Great.
Hey, look at you go.
Wow.
Monroe is only 5 weeks of age, so in the best case scenario, she'd only need to have this harness on for about 3 weeks until her chest is reshaped, she can get more air into her lungs, learn to walk properly, then the harness will be a thing of the past.
That was a good trick.
There's just one more component to Monroe's full body workout. After all, what's the best exercise for a swimmer? That's very good. See, she's running.
Good girl.
She's essentially running there. The movement of swimming for a dog is exactly the same as the movement of walking. She's motoring. I mean, she's never moved those legs this fast ever before. This is the only swim school in Australia where dog paddle is actually not only allowed but encouraged. If there was ever any doubt, this just proves that those back legs, they work. They work perfectly well. They just need to know how. This is teaching her how.
I never expected to see her swim. I thought she would just cry a lot, but she actually swam, which is fantastic. Those legs work.
Look at you go, huh? Look at you.
The water therapy is already making a difference, but there are still no guarantees Monroe will ever be able to walk normally.
Final instructions, exercises, funky new outfit, aqua aerobics. You got it? You do that, you might be okay. I really think between the family's commitment and little Monroe's determination, this is a team that deserves to succeed. So you just hope they will.
Are you talking today? Are you talking today? Hi, beautiful boy.
It's been 24 hours since Nemo was attacked by a whip snake.
Nemo is so much better today. He's got over this nice and quickly. Yeah, he's done really, really well. He's very lucky that it wasn't a brown snake.
Good boy, Nemo.
It's quite tense yesterday. Miss Brave here, who said that she would be okay when we got home, was she wouldn't leave the other cat alone.
Yeah, I missed him.
There it is. You can grab him out and give him a cuddle.
Look at your leg. Look at your legs.
He looks so much better, doesn't he?
Yeah.
This is really lucky for Nemo because he came in with the suspected brown snake bite, went home 24 hours later just with some swelling on his face from a whip snake. Could have been a lot worse. See you later.
Thanks.
No more snakes, little one. Hey, we don't want to see you again here.
Say bye-bye.
Take care.
Here he comes. Woo!
Hello.
Run, girls, run, run.
Oh, look, he's at the front. Hey, our swimmer got a land legs back, huh?
Happy as Larry?
It's 3 weeks since Monroe's therapy began and the little staffy has made an amazing recovery.
This is part of the physio now, is it?
Yep.
Monroe's caught up and she looks fantastic. Everything about her screams out normal puppy. I think it's pretty safe to say she's making up for lost time right now.
Oh, she's full of life. Yeah, she does everything the other one does. If you didn't know anything was wrong with her, you would never know that there was something wrong with her. Come on.
Incredible transformation over just a few weeks to see her go from just being a really sad little girl to watch to now being so happy in every step she makes. And a lot of people were saying that Monroe didn't have a life to lead, but we took a chance and you can see today it was a chance worth taking.
You've cured a swimmer puppy. How good does that feel?
Hi, I'm Dr. Danny Dusek from Bondi Vet. If you love our show and want to see more, plus some amazing content about pets and how to care for them, hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you on our next video.